In the last few days, we have all witnessed the fiasco at the airports in India due to the cancellation of the Indigo flights. Well, the question a lot of people have been asking me is that what is this fiasco? Why did this happen? And well, Indigo had, at one point in time right now, they had actually become monopoly when we talked about domestic flying. The other option has been Air India, which people do not really like to take much, and flights like SpiceJets are just a very few, and they're commonly known to get delayed. But it was Indigo which people were always banking on because the flights were on time. They have a massive record of being before time, and as well as multiple flight options they were having. We've heard that Indigo flights were having a bit of an issue in the last 1 year. We could see their flights just getting delayed or being late and not being answerable to its customers, but it seemed like a problem occurring because of monopoly than anything else. But what happened right now? Well, we'll decode it for you. What really happened was the government of India has come out with a rule that a pilot needs a rest for not 36 but 48 hours. Alright, what does that mean for an airline? That automatically means that now that the airline pilots that are existing are now supposed to be resting 12 hours more. So simply, you need more pilots at the job. Well, that's what Indigo was not wanting to do. And this is actually not a very easy thing to do as well. We would consider why don't they just go ahead and hire pilots? Yes, this has been a conversation since 2024. Indigo had time to take it into consideration, put it in the policy matter, but they have not done so. It is not that this turnaround came from the government right away. It has been in the pipeline for a while. Well, Indigo did not take it up seriously, and now they're facing this issue. Now, what happens? When you want a pilot taking a transfer from some other company, that they need a minimum time period of a layoff of 12 months. That is a policy that they have to follow. If it is a co-pilot, their termination period is about 6 months. So, well, that buffer exists for 6 months and 12 months. So, instantly, if you think you can poach a pilot from another company, that can't happen. Second of all, when you hire a pilot for your airlines, they have to go for a certain protocol. That is flying time, the norms of that particular airlines, all that has to be followed. That again takes in time. And of course, the most important is that if you have to hire hundreds and hundreds of more pilots, the cost for your flying is going to rise a lot more. So those have been some issues which Indigo did not filter in from the time, and they're not assuming that these norms are going to kick in like this and is going to create such a problem. But the downside of it is the airlines did not put it into perspective. The airlines did not go by the norms that the government have been saying, and the people who are suffering are the customers. People have missed their flights on important days, important occasions. People have been unwell and they've missed flights, as well as there's been a lot of loss of money. At the same point in time, other airlines have taken advantage. They've hiked the prices, and people who are on an emergency basis have to travel from place A to place B. They have had to take flights which are at a higher cost. Indigo, over the period of time, over the period of years, has made their airlines profitable by taking into consideration a lot of small matters, and that is the reason that the airline and the aircrafts have been doing well. But well, at this point in time, this norm has been rolled back by the government till February, so that Indigo can go back and continue the process, and the flights can go back so that people in domestic flying do not have such an issue. But they have a very small time period to reconcile, reconnect, rethink, and make this go all right. Because we saw the chaos at the airport, and it has been very difficult on consumer. So well, is Indigo does not really have an option. Indigo does have to go back and actually go according to the government norms, because it is essential for the pilots to get those extra 12 hours, because that is a norm that the government wants the pilots to have, which is a rightful thing. Indigo now has to go back to the drawing board and do the understanding of how they're going to pan this across. But well, at the moment, the chaos seems to have reduced a bit because the flights are going back on time. They're trying to do as much as fixing what they can do for the domestic flying as of now. But whenever we have any further updates about this, we'll keep you posted.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.